Hello, hello, hello. This is your message from the universe for 8/16/2020. This is the rune Algiz. Now, Algiz is the rune of protection. So know that you are protected as you go through your shadow work. We talked about this yesterday with the shadow work. And this Algiz speaks of the control of your emotions, and that while you are in this shadow work, that we have to be very careful not to collapse ourselves into the lows, to not suffer over our own suffering. Because when we go back and do this shadow work, we need to be keeping our eye on the fact that we are supposed to be observing that pain that we were in, or that pain that we put another through. We are not supposed to be reliving it. It's all about paying attention to it, loving it, and releasing it, forgiving it, and releasing it. Know that the shadow work that you are doing is progress, even when it feels horrible. This Four of Cups is talking about how you have been turning away opportunity. You are so tightly looking and holding on to what you have right now that you have not been paying attention to the opportunities that have been coming. You have been holding on to your pain so tightly that you don't see the happiness that is coming, or that is right in front of you, or that has already been offered to you, and you have rejected it because you don't feel you deserve it, or because you don't feel that it's yours, or because you don't even see it. Now, this Emperor talks about seeking knowledge. It talks about going to someone who is able to help you, or reading books, or watching videos as you try to navigate your shadow. But this reversed Emperor says, even though you're watching it, even though you're looking at it, you're not actually applying it. You are rejecting that knowledge in the very same breath, because you don't think that that changes for you. You don't think that that stability of the Four Wands can actually be yours. Rather, you watch these things and think, there's no way that I can do that. But one of the reasons that you think that is because when you watch these things, some of what you're watching is having you set expectations that is too high, or perhaps it is you that is too hard on yourself, setting expectations that is too high. Now, not that you shouldn't set high expectations, but you have to set realistic expectations in steps. If you are a person who has never run even one step, setting your expectation to run the Boston Marathon or the New York Marathon of 26 miles is probably too high. But setting the expectation of running around the block, that you can do. That is a goal that you can reach that will then help you to get to the next one. So in your suffering, you cannot expect that you're just going to say, oh, I'm going to be completely healed from all the abuse I went through as a child, and then magically it happened. It doesn't work like that. There is no magical process that helps you that way. There are temporary fixes, much like taking an aspirin for a brain tumor, but there is no magical thing that you can do to release pain except actually process it, actually love yourself through it, and actually let go of it. And you still got the Six of Wands, just like yesterday, which is saying there is victory ahead for you. There is victory ahead for you. Stay on the path. And as the Algiz says, know that being on this path is its own progress. Being aware is its own progress. Paying attention to these things is such a huge step forward. Even if you aren't quite sure how to move forward, just the fact that you're paying attention to it means that you are. Hang in there. You are beloved. You matter. You are loved.